What do you do when it's hot in Florida? You plan a day at the water park. It's the perfect way for you to cool off from the unforgiving sun and enjoy the sunshine state. So let's jump right into the 13 tips for water theme parks. Tip 1, you want to arrive early. When you start your day, be sure to arrive before noon or later in the afternoon if you want to avoid the crowds. I recommend for you to get to the park at least 30 to 40 minutes prior to the park opening. This will allow you to bypass the crowds, enjoy milder temperatures, and avoid parking too far from the gate. Tip number 2 is to visit during the slow season. I personally treat water park crowd level with the same theory I have with the theme parks. The best time to visit water parks in Florida are January, February, April, and November. Also, you can plan to visit on less crowded days such as Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tip number 3 is to bring snacks and water. I don't know about you, but there's something about being in the water all day that makes me ravenous. I get so hungry, and water theme park food can get expensive. So my tip for you is that you'll want to pack a big, healthy lunch. This will eliminate the need to purchase the food in the park. It is also imperative to have lots of water on hand as the summer heat can quickly dehydrate you. Tip number 4 is to know what to pack. You will want to bring items such as your own towel. Some water parks provide them, but they may not be the best quality. You'll also want to bring sunblock, a change of clothes, sandals, and a waterproof case for your phone. Waterproof swim shoes are a nice item to have on hand as they will be a barrier between you and the blistering pavement. These shoes are also perfect for germaphobes who couldn't imagine walking through standing puddles of water. Also, you don't want to forget a waterproof case for your phone and your money. Tip number 5 is to leave your valuables at home. You don't want to have your trip ruined if you come back to your spot and see that something of great value is gone, such as your purse or wallet. When you're at a water park, you can get caught up in the excitement and the fun of everything. Just don't forget to be mindful of where to store your things. This leads to my next tip, which is to rent a locker. Lockers are typically affordable and can be used all day for one low price. They are a good place to store items that you don't want to walk around with and carry. Always check to see if there are multiple locker locations. Some parks put lockers throughout the park, but most people gravitate towards the ones in the front, which can get crowded. You can avoid the long line by using an alternative locker location inside the park. Tip number 7 is to rent a cabana. Go ahead and splurge for a cabana. This is your vacation, and why not get the VIP treatment? Cabanas guarantee that you'll have your little piece of real estate in the park. It's a place for you to meet back up with everyone, a place to take a nap, and a place to keep your things, as long as someone is there watching them. Tip number 8 is to use the restroom before any attraction. Don't be that person who doesn't use the restroom before jumping into the wave pool and has to make that decision, and you know what I'm hinting at. Yeah, don't be that person. Tip number 9 is to check the weather. Florida summers are filled with torturous heat, yes, and afternoon thunderstorms. That's our summer. But the weather in the early part of the year is usually milder, and it is the perfect time to actually come to the parks. Tip number 10 is to map out your day. Before you leave, you'll want to visit the official website of that water park you plan to visit to see which rides you want to conquer first. This will help you plan out your day efficiently, and you'll be able to maximize your time. Tip number 11 is to know your swim level. If you can't swim, make sure you wear a life jacket at all times near the water. You should always ask if there are life jackets available and how deep the water is in every attraction. Tip number 12 is to find a good swimsuit. Be sure to wear a nice fitting swimsuit. This is important in preventing it from coming off or open when going down the slides. And trust me on this one, you don't want to have any indecent exposures or accidents. the park. Tip number 13, reapply sunscreen throughout the day. Water rides can remove sunscreen. You'll want to make sure you stay on top of the application of it throughout the day. And I know this may be hard in the midst of such a fun day, but always note that the most significant amount of dangerous UVB rays occur between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So apply that sunscreen, ride those thrill rides, and repeat. Until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.